We have another throwback episode, and today I am going to tell you about 5 legendary WNBA defensive specialists that you need to know, including the all-time leader in steals. I'm Jordan Ligons, and this is the Buckets 5 Throwback Edition. With the NBA season come and gone, defense has been a very hot topic. Well, I'm going to tell you about all the Marcus Smart's versions that were in the W. Let's get into it. First up is one of my all-time favorite players, Alana Beard. Hailing from Duke, Alana spent 15 years in the WNBA as one of the best go-to defensive stoppers. She personified how defense on the wing is a mix of athleticism, basketball IQ, and anticipation. Not too many passes went past Alana Beard. When she retired in 2020, she was a 4-time All-Star, 8-time All-Defensive Player, and 2-time Defensive Player of the Year. Off the court, she's a savvy businesswoman, a coder, and has interned in Silicon Valley. She's playing a major role, by the way, and potentially bringing a W team to Oakland. So we'll keep you updated on that. But in the meantime, these highlights speak for themselves. The next player on this list is a Hall of Famer, and that's Tamika Catchings. Now, Catchings was a great all-around player. She could get you a bucket anytime you needed to. Catchings is the first in career defensive win shares and second in offensive win shares, the only player in the top 4 on both lists. But on the defensive end, for the Indiana Fever, she always welcomed the toughest assignment. She said she grew up watching Alonzo Mourning, and when she played under Pat Summitt at Tennessee, playing defense was a key to more playing time. During her 15-year career, she led the Fever to the playoffs every season between 2005 and 2016. In 2012, they won the championship, and of course, she won the Finals MVP. But she won Defensive Player of the Year award 5 times. 5! She was on the All-Defensive First Team 10 times. For reference, on the NBA side, Mutombo and Ben Wallace only won it 4 times. Just saying. Catchings is one of the best defenders to ever step on a WNBA court. She still holds the crown for all-time steals leader. We salute you. The next player is also a Hall of Famer, and that's Sheryl Swoopes. Look, we don't have enough time in this video to explain how impactful Swoopes has been in the W and in the women's game as a whole, but specifically on defense, she created the blueprint for guards on the perimeter. Famous Houston Comets coach Van Chancellor told a story that in 1997, Sheryl Swoopes came to him and said she wanted to play big minutes. And he said, fine, as long as you guard somebody. And since then, she took it personally. She had such quick hands and would jump into passing lanes with ease. Air Swoopes was the first 3-time Defensive Player of the Year and ranked 2nd all-time in steals per game. Without Swoopes, there would be no Tamika Catchings or Alana Beard. She's one of the best to ever do it. This next player is one you may not know, but the real fans do, and that's All-Star Jia Perkins. One of the best players in the San Antonio Silver Stars history, Jia was electric offensive player. But it was her defense that created it. Most of the time, she was a one-woman fast break because she'd pick the pocket of so many guards on the wings. And do you know who her cousin is? Current LA Sparks rising star Kennedy Carter. It must run in the family because Kennedy is also known for her lockdown defense. Jia retired right after she won a championship with the Minnesota Lynx in 2016, but her defense-first mentality lives on. Last but certainly not least, one of the best perimeter defensive players in the history of the W is Theresa Witherspoon. She was one of those players who, as a former point guard, every time you took the ball out, she was right there, pressuring you full court. She was just a pure pest. Witherspoon is a 2-time Defensive Player of the Year and 2-time steals leader. She still holds the record for the most steals in a season with 100. If they did keep track of all defensive teams back then, we all know she would have topped all of them. Now she's an assistant coach with the New Orleans Pelicans and is a key part of Zion's growth and development in the league. If he plays even slightly as good as defense as Witherspoon in her heyday, then a Depoy Award is in his future. Hope you like this throwback. Make sure to subscribe to the Buckets YouTube so you don't miss any WNBA content this season and let us know which legends we should cover next.